Today I'm going to demonstrate how to manage assets in rInsight. Using a browser, browse to the address where rInsight is running, which in this case is on my machine, so I will use localhost, default port 8080, and type in rInsight. Just log in with my credentials. From the home screen, you can click the Manage button underneath the Assets section. From here, a default list of all your assets will be shown. I'm going to add one. I can populate up to 23 fields regarding this asset. The required fields are Asset ID, Tag ID, Display Group, Location, and System Status. An Asset ID is a human-readable, typically unique identifier for the asset. The Tag ID is the auto ID value used to track the asset. In this case, I'm going to leave it blank. A pop-up will warn you that your Tag ID field is blank and ask you if you would like to continue. If I would like to view details on this asset, I can click the View link in the Details column of the Asset Results table. The major properties of the asset are displayed at the top. The middle section contains more detailed information. The bottom section contains system-generated activities, such as when the asset was created, when it was last edited, who did the edit, when it was last seen by the asset tracking software, and if it has also been processed by any mobile device. From here, I can edit additional details of the asset. Clicking Save will save the information. If I would like to have this asset be tracked by a product such as our Agent Mobile or our platform, I can give the Tag ID value, an RFID or barcode value. I can also use the tag generator if I'm tracking my assets with C1G2 RFID tags. This tag generator will produce EPC Global Tag Data Standards 1.7 compliant Tag ID values, specifically the value that's stored in the EPC bank of the RFID tag. These are the supported schemes in TDS 1.7. I'm going to provide some values and produce my ADI encoded EPC value. Clicking Save will generate the encoding type, and the binary value will be displayed in hexadecimal in the Tag ID field. This is the value that's typically read by mobile readers and fixed readers. If I would like to add more than one asset at a time, I can use the Asset Import function. This requires me to have a comma-separated value file already populated with my asset data. For that, I'm going to show you a sample file. Using a tool such as Microsoft Excel, you can format your data and populate each column with the relevant information. The only thing that is of importance is the ordering of the data, not so much the name of the column. By default, the column names match the asset descriptions in rInsight, such as display group, model, serial, asset ID, tag ID. However, if you were to change values, only the order is important, meaning column 1 must be asset ID, column 2 must be tag ID, and so on and so forth. So here is a sample CSV file with some sample data. Going back to the home page in rInsight will allow me to import that CSV file using the Import button under the Assets section. I can browse for the file by clicking the Browse button. Clicking the Import Data button will allow the data to be imported into a summary table. Right now, the data is not saved in the database, and it allows the user to review their data before they actually persist it to the database. Each asset that is not a duplicate in the asset ID and tag ID field will be checked by default. If assets were to be duplicated, it would be indicated with the proper color to note which field was duplicated. For instance, if tag ID was duplicated, it would be highlighted in turquoise. If asset ID was duplicated, it would be highlighted in gold. These fields are default values. Because I did not specify a value in the import sheet, a default is provided. I'm going to go ahead and click Save and import this data. Clicking the Manage button in the Assets section will allow me to view all of my data. By default, the page is set to 10 records, and these arrows can be used to paginate through the results. I can filter my results by using the search criteria specified on top of the search result table. A simple search only requires one value, but is much slower than an advanced search. This is because it's going to search the entire database for any matches that come up on the value provided. Clicking the Go button will submit the simple search. These are my results from typing in the word laptop. If I would like to use the advanced search, I can click the advanced search tab. I'm going to search for the first asset that I created before doing the import. Therefore, I'll choose asset ID because I know what the asset ID is. For my search comparison, I'll choose equals because I know exactly what the asset ID equals, and then I will type it. Clicking Go will submit the search. There's my record. From here I can view the details. I can also hover over the tag ID details link, and it will determine if this tag is a EC Global compliant tag, which it is. From here you can determine the type, which is ADI, and also the components. If I would like to add criteria to my search, I can by clicking the plus button, choosing a logical operator and/or, and then choosing the field that I would like to add to my search criteria. This time I'm going to choose description, like laptop. So this search will give me back all asset IDs like laptop in the not specified location. So I'm going to choose description like laptop and location like not specified. This time my results are all laptops not specified. From here I can change asset properties by either clicking view and then edit, or if I would like to edit more than one asset at a time, I can use the bulk actions. I would like to move these two laptops into a location. Therefore I select them, choose edit from the bulk action dropdown, and choose the attribute that I would like to edit. Since I am moving them, I will choose location and then select a location from the dropdown. Clicking apply will apply the changes. Now I can alter my search to reveal the assets that I just moved. If I do not want to include the search criteria, I can simply delete the value from the search criteria value box. So that's how you manage assets in rInsight.